so that I'm not standing on him or my horse standing on him when I meet him. A lot of times when you reach for your horse, he won't leave his nose there. When you come with your bridle, his head will leave like that. So you bring him back. When you come again, it's not too apt to stay there. So this hand comes up here, and this one comes in here, and that bridle goes behind his jaw. I step up here, and I change hands. I take hold of his foretop with one hand and the headstall at the same time. Then I just go up here, and I let that bit go between his lips. I take my thumb, kind of work with his gooms. Pretty quick he'll work his mouth. I'll just take my time. My thumb again is playing with his tongue and his gooms. Pretty quick he'll open his mouth. And the moment he does, I'll raise my right hand. I won't drag that bit between his teeth. You can imagine somebody taking a piece of metal and prying your teeth open. That'll cause a horse to be bad about his head. So don't be in any hurry to put that bridle between his teeth. When he works his mouth, then you can just raise that other hand, buckle this. This is kind of keeping him shaking it off. Throat latch. Your curb strap on the snaffle bit is loose. Shouldn't be any. That's plenty tight. That's just to keep the horse, if you got off of him, he went to pull away from you, or when you was turning him, that you couldn't pull that bit through his mouth. That's all that's for. Yes. He's working his tongue over the bit. The first time I put it on the horse, I'm aware of it, but I don't do a whole lot about it. He's never had a bit in his mouth, so he doesn't know for sure how to carry the bit. And a lot of times, if you put just a little smile on his face, you can get that tongue over it again, under it again, and put just a little smile on his face like that, it's more difficult for him to get the tongue over the bit. It's not that he can't, but it's a little more difficult for him to get the tongue over the bit. Just put a little smile on his face. Say maybe the first day, but then as soon as you can, you want to drop it down. But the first time I ride him in it, why, I'm aware of it, but I'm not troubled about whatever he does with it. What would be the ideal thing is before you start these horses, if you put an old headstall on them with a bit and put it loose in his mouth, let him eat with it. But put an old headstall on, or if he got it hung up on something, that he wouldn't hurt his mouth, he'd just break the headstall. Then when you went to put the bit on him, to ride him, while he'd know how to carry it. For him to eat hay and grain, he's got to have his tongue under that bit, so he'll learn to carry it. But